In the remote stretches of Siberia, where the ground had been frozen for millennia, Dr. Jean-Michel Claverie knelt beside a freshly unearthed core of permafrost. The sun hung low on the horizon, casting long shadows over the white expanse. Claverie, an emeritus professor of medicine and genomics, adjusted his glasses and peered closely at the ancient soil. He was hunting for something long thought lost to time, viruses that had lain dormant for tens of thousands of years. As the Arctic temperatures soared to unprecedented highs, the permafrost, a frozen layer of soil beneath the ground, was beginning to thaw at an alarming rate. This thaw was not just uncovering the remnants of extinct animals like the mummified cave lion cubs and woolly rhinos. It was also potentially releasing ancient viruses, the so-called zombie virus, into the unsuspecting world. Claverie carefully placed the permafrost sample into a sterile container, sealing it tightly before standing up. "We need to get this back to the lab," he said, his breath visible in the chilly air. His assistant Marie nodded, her face a mixture of excitement and apprehension. Days turned into weeks, and the team's efforts bore fruit. They had successfully reactivated several ancient viruses. These viruses, frozen in time, were still infectious. The realization sent a chill down Claverie's spine. The world, already grappling with the challenges of climate change, now faced an additional unforeseen threat. Meanwhile, Kimberly Minner, a climate scientist at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, watched the developments with growing concern. She had long warned about the dangers of thawing permafrost, not just because of the ancient viruses, but also due to the chemical and radioactive waste buried since the Cold War. The thawing permafrost was a ticking time bomb, ready to unleash a host of dangers upon the world. The Arctic was warming 4 times faster than the rest of the planet. Every day more of the permafrost melted, weakening its hold on the ancient secrets it had preserved for millennia. In the Arctic village of Breivik Mission on the Stewart Peninsula in Alaska, another haunting discovery had been made decades earlier. In 1997, scientists exhumed the body of a woman who had been buried in the permafrost for nearly 80 years. Her lungs contained genomic material from the infamous influenza strain that caused the 1918 pandemic, a chilling reminder of how pathogens can survive in frozen earth waiting to resurface. Then, in the sweltering summer of 2016, a more immediate threat materialized. An anthrax outbreak in Siberia affected dozens of humans and over 2,000 reindeer. The culprit? Spores of the virus had resurfaced from thawing permafrost. The unusually hot summer had melted deep layers of the permafrost, releasing the deadly spore from old burial grounds and animal carcasses. One cold morning, as Claverie reviewed the latest data, he received an urgent phone call from a colleague in Siberia. "Jean-Michel, we found something," the voice on the other end said, trembling with a mix of excitement and fear. "A virus, unlike anything we've seen before. It's still infectious." Claverie felt a chill run down his spine. The thaw had given up another secret, one that could change the course of history if not contained. He knew that the work they were doing was more critical than ever. The ancient world was waking up, and humanity had to be ready to face what lay beneath the melting ice.
Oh good, you made it to the end. I hope you enjoyed the story. By the way, it is based on a true story. Very creepy. Anyway, as promised, there is a special surprise, a free graphic pack for you to create your own layered motion animation. You will find the link in the description. If you wish to see more videos like this, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. It goes a long way in helping me keep this channel undead.